The most underrated way of practicing tennis is to practice on the wall. And here's me practicing on the wall, practicing my backhands here at Ohlone College, Fremont, California. And I've been playing on the wall since I was a kid. That's actually how I was taught. I remember my dad taking me to this schoolyard, mostly on the weekends, and we would actually, break into this schoolyard. So there would be a hole in this chain link fence, and you normally can't get into the school during the weekends. It'll be closed off, right? So there's this hole through this chain link fence that we just got into, and we would play in the schoolyard, and we would hit against the school building itself. It would be about 2 to 3 floors high, so it was pretty high building. And so every time I hit a shot, it would come back. So no matter how high, or it'd be off a little bit to the side, that shot will be coming back to me. And we had a lot of opportunities to hit more and more shots. So that's how I started playing tennis, really, is on the wall. And how does a wall benefit you? How does it make you a better tennis player? Well, the first thing that it helps you with is your consistency. You really need to be consistent getting rallies on the wall. So here at Ohlone College, so here's this wall, and you can see it's kind of made out of bricks, I believe. All walls have this unpredictability, whether it's cement made out of wood or whatever it is. It just won't rebound the way, say, versus when you're hitting against a player on an actual tennis court. The rebound effect is very unpredictable, and this wall here, here at Ohlone, it's made out of bricks, so each brick is kind of different, and also, obviously the lines in between it, right? If it hits like those crevices or little, cracks there, it's going to have a very unpredictable bounce. And obviously the trajectory is very different if you hit it up high here or low. Everything's going to be different. If you hit it a little bit late or a little bit early, it's going to be different. So you really need to maintain that straight line to get that consistent rally, especially on this wall that I'm hitting with. You really need to hit it straight, not too high, not too low. And if you're going to make a mistake, you just got to hit it a little bit later, actually, and not hit it cross court so that it doesn't bounce off and go all the way to my right. You don't want that to happen, and you won't maintain the rally. So you really have to focus on just hitting it straight and straight to maintain that consistency. And once you do that, you'll gain better control. You'll gain better control over your shots. You'll get better topspin, and it's just going to be easier to control the ball. Another thing that the wall helps you with is your footwork and your reaction time. Both footwork and reaction time go hand in hand together. And so remember, when you're on the wall, when you're practicing against the wall here, it's like you're practicing against a volleyer who's right on top of the net, and you're like right mid-court there, and you're taking these baseline rallies against a volleyer. And that's how it's like when you're playing against the wall. Yeah, maybe I could back up here a little bit, but remember, the wall, usually these walls don't bounce. They don't make the ball bounce up high, right? It's just going to bounce a little lower. And so, that's the thing with playing against the wall or practicing against the wall. It's not like full court rallies. And I think that's one of the mistakes or one of the misconceptions of playing against any wall, is that you're taking full cuts, full drives against like full ground strokes. That is not how you approach the wall. That is if you want these baseline rallies, right? So yeah, I could back up here, but that ball will bounce twice, and so the rallies won't be as effective. I want a rally that's one ball at one bounce at a time. I don't want two ball bounces. So when you're up here playing against the wall, you're going to have to react quick. You have to set up your feet quick. And so it's not really about the speed, right? How fast you are. It's really how fast you set up, how fast you set up with your feet, how fast you see the ball, right? So maybe you hit the ball a little bit off, and then it'll come over here. You have to be quick to recognize that and then go to that spot. So it's going to help you with recognition, with your footwork, reaction time, and just setup. And then when you play against, a real person in a full court, the rallies, the full court rallies will seem maybe a little bit slower to you. And that's how it helps you with your tennis game, that footwork, reaction time, and the setup to all these shots. And the last thing I think that the wall helps you with is your mental toughness. And let's be blunt here. Playing on the wall can be very boring. It's a very monotonous thing, and just looking at a wall here, it can be very intimidating, and it's just not as fun as hitting against a person. Maybe you're just rallying with the person for an hour. That's probably more fun than hitting on the wall. So you have to be creative with what you do on the wall. So in this particular drill, I'm practicing my backhands, and I'm trying to hit it over the line here. And my goal was to hit it over 50 times in a row. And once I get to 50 at least, then I could let go of that rally. And so you want to have something of that nature. Do you want to hit 50 backhands in a row, 100 forehands in a row? Do you want to alternate forehands and backhands? Do you want to hit forehand top spins and backhand slices? Do you want to hit volleys? You could practice serves on the wall. So there's so many creative things that you could do on the wall. You can't just go up to a wall and just say, oh, I'm going to practice tennis. I'm just going to hit my forehands and backhands and see what happens. You're probably going to give up after 15 minutes, and it's just not going to work out for you. You need to come up with a plan to set up and just focus on something, practice deliberately. And once you do that, say you got like 50 backhands in a row or 100 forehands in a row, you're going to be mentally tough. When you go out to a tennis match and you have that in your mind that you can hit 100 forehands in a row on the wall or whatever that you did, that's going to help you prepare mentally for any tennis match. So you're in these long rallies or whatever it is that's happening in your tennis match, it's probably not going to affect you as much. Also, I have another video regarding the wall titled Why You're Not Mentally Tough. And basically, it's about imagination. And I think the wall helps out with your imagination simply because the wall is so boring. It forces you to come up with these creative solutions, maybe some creative drills, and maybe some imaginary opponents as well. So think about practicing on the wall. It'll definitely help you with your reaction time, with your consistency, with your footwork, and who knows, maybe you'll have fun on the wall as well. If you enjoyed this video, kindly do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.